afternoon, everybody. Time for another Wolf of Bricks update. Once again, I am Jim, and this is where we talk about Lego investing and reselling. So I'm going to start to call these videos cross-theme videos, right? And what I mean by that is, if you saw the thumbnail, you know that I'm going to be doing a video on tow trucks. Well, I've done similar videos in the past, not of tow trucks, of course, but when it came to pizza sets or when it came to tree houses, there are certain sets that span throughout all or most of the Lego themes, whether it's tree houses with the Lego ideas, or there's a Friends tree house, or maybe there's a Lego Creator 3-in-1 tree house. You kind of get the point, right? So we're going to be talking about tow trucks. And the reason why I picked this topic was because many years ago, I had a buddy, his name was Bob, and he had a tow truck. And this is right whenever I was starting to get into Lego. And I saw that this Lego, I believe it was like some sort of Technic tow truck, was getting ready to retire. And I was like, man, this is a cool set. You know, this has Bob's name all over it. So I showed it to Bob, and he thought it was cool. I really don't think he bought it. Ever since then, I kept on paying attention to tow trucks that Lego produces in pretty much any theme. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. But before we do, I would like to kindly ask you to like and subscribe. As the Joker says in Dark Knight, we are a small organization with potential for aggressive expansion. So if you don't mind, I would humbly ask you that you subscribe. We are a very small YouTube channel. Let's get into it. We have right here a Lego City pickup tow truck, set number 60081. Now, I'm sure you're able to tell by the box art that this looks like a set that has been out for some time, and of course, you would be correct. So when we go to Camel, you can see that it's been out for, I would say, a good 5 years, but it has a pretty good return on investment. Even if you held it, and you know, the last thing I've talked about is you really don't want to hold something for 5 years. You definitely don't want to hold something for 10 years. But if you were to purchase this set on discount, easy 20% off, you could have sold this set a year or two after it retired and made a pretty good, decent return on investment. Now let's go and talk about a Technic tow truck, right? This is Lego Technic 6x6 all-terrain tow truck, set number 42070. Now this set is a set that has recently retired, and here's the thing, my friends, this set may not be for everybody. It's definitely not for me, but I'm sharing it because there are people out there that love purchasing the $200 sets. This is above my price point, but there are plenty of people out there that like $200, $250 sets, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. If you look at Camel, you'll see that it has a little bit of a return on investment. That is, of course, because it has recently retired, but this has a lot of ways to go when it comes to the return on investment. But I mean, you could see out the gate right here on Camel, you could have purchased this as low, look at that, as low as $179 on Amazon, and highest it sold for was $433. That is not bad, my friends. Not bad at all. Now let's talk about Lego City Flatbed Truck, set number 60017. And I've said in the past, right, that, you know, I do buy City, but I don't go all in like I would on Minecraft or Speed Champions or things like that. I'm very, very selective. Well, you know, there's quite a few tow trucks in the Lego City theme, and they do very well. This right here has the buy box at $93.79. When you go to Camel, now again, this is one of those sets that retired a while ago, so I don't necessarily want you to look at the $93.96 that it's currently going for, but you could have purchased this many years ago on Amazon, looks like back in 2014 for $13 and change, and you could have held on to it and sold it somewhere around $40. And if you would have held on to it a little bit longer, then you could have sold it for $100. And folks, there's really no reason to hold on to a set once it reaches $100 if you're purchasing it for 1343. So I talk about not holding sets, and this is just a good example of it because it dips down. It's taken a while for it to come back to that price. But if you know what you're doing, you could purchase this set on discount, maybe on clearance, and have a pretty decent return on investment on it. And we're doing tow trucks, so we're talking about everything tow trucks. We're talking about Technic. We're even talking about Duplo. Now, this set is currently going for $11.94. I could be wrong. I think this one has recently retired too, so it doesn't have a huge, yep, right there. It doesn't have a huge return on investment. I mean, it's close to 100%, but it's still got a ways to go. And it did at one time peak to just around $18. So if you purchase it for $4, and if you look at that, my friends, I mean, you're looking at December of maybe November of 2018. You could have purchased that for $4.99 and then just held that a month, right? Held it a month and sold it for $18. Again, folks, I'm really at the point where I'm not going to say it anymore because if you're not taking note, that's fine. I'm not going to keep on tapping on your shoulder and reminding you. But when I did my return on investment video at the beginning of the year, my highest return on investments were under $20, and they were geared towards children. So just keep that in mind. All right, and we're going to cover another Technic Lego pickup truck, set number 9395. And this is a great looking tow truck right there. I mean, when you look at the box art, I mean, all the tow trucks are cool, but this looks like a really cool tow truck. And when you go to Camel, I mean, it is a little bit of a goofy chart. It's a little bit confusing, and I mean, it looks like it says it wasn't sold on Amazon at all whenever it was available. I find that hard to believe. So we're just going to go ahead and count that as this chart not being accurate. Now, of course, at the end of the video, I will be going to the Excel and I will be talking about return on investment. So you will see that return on investment in the Excel. And then we have the Lego Technic Mini Tow Truck, set number 9390. I mean, this set, if you look at it, there's like nothing to it. And it's $64.99. That is crazy, right? And again, when you go to Camel 3X, you'll see that it's a pretty good chart. Now, it does say that this set sold on Amazon for $155. That is not accurate. I believe this set retailed for $11 or $12. And right now, it's going for $69 and change. But, I mean, it looks like you could have sold this set for, almost $50, $45 back in 2013. So that really isn't bad. And the examples I am showing, some of these sets have retired a long time ago. But if you look at the chart, my friends, you'll see that you could have held on to this set for a year and a half and still made some decent money, not just on this set, but any of the other ones. So that's it with all the examples. Now we will go to the Excel, and you can see right here, it looks pretty good, especially if you're an Amazon seller. If you're an eBay seller, not too bad either. Now there are a few caveats, of course. The second tow truck right here, 42070, that's recently retired. So that's why there's such a low return on investment. And I believe it was the Duplo 10918. There was really no return on investment on eBay, so that didn't count. But again, plenty of opportunity. This is, a subsection theme that you never hear people talk about, right? They're always talking about Lego trains, Duplo trains, and airplanes, and sets like that. And my friends, that pretty much covers most of what I know with tow trucks. Once again, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Jim with Wolf of Bricks. Always go out there and get it.